Hello, this video is me talking about my diet. Whoops, excuse me, living in my van. I'm like, well, I'm at the very beginning of living in my van and being an athlete. The idea is to be an athlete living in my van. Ride my bike, 8 hours a day as hard as I can. Spending 20,000 calories a day, riding. But I don't like to cook. I hate cooking. But I want to do it cheaply. I don't want to eat out. The idea, like for example, where I'm at now, I camp on the side of the road and then I drive a quarter mile in the morning to the park where there's the restroom, and then I go off to the trailhead or whatever, and I mountain bike or road ride all day, and then I go back to my car and I get all my food and water just from my car, and I don't ever go into town, for like a long time. So far I haven't been able to do that because every time I ride my bike I have to get something else for my bike because I'm at the beginning. But I came out here with a bunch of rice, and I don't like the rice thing because it takes too long to cook. Although when I get rice again, I'll buy the minute rice. If that exists, I'll definitely buy the minute rice because it's cheap. Pasta, I'm not going to get lasagna type pasta because I have the lasagna shaped pasta now. And I'll get like the fettuccine or whatever. The pasta that's really thin that can cook really fast. And canned fruit and vegetables is the key. For example, I just had dinner. Now this is meat. I'm a vegetarian, so I'm not going to get any more meat of these. I don't know why I bought this, but it's Progresso, a traditional Italian style, soup. So it even had like a manual pull on the top. I didn't have to open it with my knife, can opener. So when I go back into the supermarket, I'm just going to get a bunch of the hand open cans soups, and then I just open the can, throw it in my stove in like 2 minutes. We'll get it warm enough to eat, and that's my dinner. And I have a bunch of those, and there you go. And because they're only like $1 each. But I will get like the rice and the pasta too, just because it's cheaper for extra carbohydrates, which is something that I definitely will want to eat a lot of once I start riding a lot. I'm going to continue to eat a lot though, even though I want to lose weight. I have a really high fat percentage right now, a big ass belly, as you can see in my shower video, if you just saw it. But I'm not in any rush to lose weight. I want to have energy, while I ride my bike. But, during the day I have a bunch of power bars, and I'll eventually eat those once I start riding all day long, having big rides. But, yeah, so in the morning I'll have my fruit, canned fruit, open up the can. And when I go into town, I'll definitely buy fruit, not too much, just enough so I eat it. Apples tend to last a pretty good time and don't get rotten, grapes, grapefruits. And when I buy grapes, I just eat all of them, even if it's a big bag, because grapes aren't that expensive anyway. I eat them all of them in like one day. So that's my fresh fruit. As far as protein, I have protein powder. Soy protein powder, like this is it right here. I have the membership as GNC. Maybe there's one here in Tucson. When that runs out, I'll buy another one. I eat a lot of protein powder. I'm going to eat like 200 grams of protein powder a day, which is like 4 drinks. 2 scoops, makes a drink. And you just pour some water in, pour 2 scoops in, stir it around a little bit, and drink it. And it just tastes so good. It just zips down. Boom, there's my 50 grams of protein. And I have 4 of those. I have one when I wake up. I have one like before I start riding. I have one when I come back from my ride. I have one when I go to bed. And then I have plenty of protein. And still get to be a vegetarian, And it makes me feel good. It can give you gas or whatever, but it's not that bad. I stay away from peanut butter because that gives me asthma. I'll buy bread when I go into town. I like to have, but I try to eat it quickly. I have, for breakfast, I'll do the oatmeal. And to flavor the oatmeal, I'll put some honey in there, although I haven't done that yet. But what I have been doing is putting jelly. Jelly's good. Throw some jelly in there, and that smoothly wolfs down if you mix a healthy amount of jelly in with your doogie oatmeal. And, jelly's a good thing for calories and stuff. And as far as supplementation, I have the iron. I already talked about this, but I have the fish pills, fish oil. I have L-arginine, And, well, right now I have vitamin D, but I don't need that once I start riding a lot. Yeah, and maybe I'll get a multivitamin too, but, when I do go into town, there is because I have been having to go into town lately because there's because the bathroom here is like out of order. I'm actually in the park right now. It has the bathroom that's near where I camp. Between where I camp and where trailhead is, where I've been parking the car. But yeah, I've been having to go into town for use the restroom facilities in the morning. 4 miles or something into town at a Taco Bell. So I have a big old Taco Bell breakfast. That way I don't have to waste my time cooking oatmeal and stuff in the morning. And it's not so expensive. But if I don't have to go into town, then I don't, and then it's great that way. I can't wait when it starts doing that, because then I won't have much time or money. I won't spend much money. And when I cook up pasta, I have spaghetti sauce. It doesn't have to be refrigerated until you open it, and even after you open it, it can last a pretty good time not being refrigerated. And I have spices, so I throw those in, Oh, and like powdered soup is really good to mix in with your pasta or rice. And it's a cheap way to go. I ran out of that pretty quick, but next time I go, I'll buy a lot of that. I have, I carry around with me salad dressing, and it seems to be doing all right, not refrigerated, even if it's opened already. It's for that when I go into town and I do have salad, I make sure to eat it that day. But I eat my big old salad, and I throw the salad dressing in there to help eat it. And but I think I'm going to be all right, even if I have to live for a long period of time with just canned fruit and vegetables and pasta and rice and oatmeal, and not eating fresh fruit and vegetables. I think I'm all right. And I definitely try to drink plenty of water, especially when I come back from my ride. I'm dehydrated right now. I should drink a lot right now. And that's that. That's talking about my diet and my van. Maybe I'll do another one since this is a new experience for me. K out.